I will discuss a little about smoking on campus area. Let me introduce myself. I am Muhammad Fani Diatullah. I am from the Information System Department at Bina Sarana Informatika University. Just like you, I am a student on this campus, doing activities, studying, and hanging out here. We can all agree that we want this campus to be a comfortable place. But honestly, how often do any of us walking in the hallway, sitting in the hallway, or even going to the restroom suddenly have to step aside or cover our noses because of cigarette smoke? Today, I am not here to judge. I am here to invite us all to discuss something important, but often overlooked: smoking on our campus. Please remember, not everyone is a smoker. When you smoke in random place, you force your friend to become passive smokers. It is unfair because the smoke is dangerous for their health and it disturbs their focus while studying. Also, look at the ground. Cigarette butts are everywhere. It makes our campus look dirty and uneducated. We should be the ones protecting our environment, not polluting it. I respect your right to smoke, but please be a smart student. Only smoke in the designated smoking area, not in the hallways, classrooms, or toilets. Let's respect each other, keep our campus clean, and keep our body healthy. Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.
Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Fani Diatullah. I am an information system student at Bina Sarana Informatika University. I will discuss the simple present tense as applied to my favorite sports. Learning English, stroke, futsal, and swimming. Definition: what is simple present tense? It is the most basic verb tense in English. Jadi definisi simple present tense itu ialah bentuk kata kerja paling dasar dalam bahasa Inggris. Function: it expresses habits, routines, and facts. Jadi fungsinya itu buat menyatakan kebiasaan, rutinitas, dan fakta. Function 1: habitual action, kebiasaan. Explanation: we use it for action that happen regularly. Jadi kita menggunakannya untuk aksi yang terjadi secara berulang atau rutin. Konteks: like our sport schedule, jadwal olahraga kita. Like our work schedule, atau seperti jadwal kerja kita. And other, dan lainnya. Example: habitual action. In futsal context, like I play futsal every Friday night. Saya bermain futsal setiap Jumat malam. Nah, dia setiap Jumat malam main. In swimming context, my friends swim on weekends. Jadi kalau teman saya nih berenang selalu di akhir pekan, jadi diulang-ulang. Function 2: general truth, fakta umum. Explanationnya: fact that are always true and cannot be changed. Jadi fakta yang selalu benar dan tidak bisa diubah. Konteks: rules of the game or nature. jadi aturan permainan atau hal. Nah, example general truths, jadi contohnya fakta umum. In futsal context, futsal fact like a futsal match lasts 14 minutes. Pertandingan futsal berlangsung selama 40 menit. Jadi ini ada fakta yang terjadi di futsal. In nature fact, it like water is wet. Air itu basah. Jadi kalau di alam itu ya air itu basah. Nah, itu faktanya. Verbal sentence atau kalimat verbal. Definition: sentence that use an action verb. Jadi kalimat yang menggunakan kata kerja aksi. Sport verbs example like kick, menendang, run, berlari, dive, menyelam. Formula positif atau rumus positifnya. Pattern: subject plus verb 1 plus s or es plus object. The rule: pay attention to the subject. Jadi perhatiin nih rulesnya atau subjeknya. Subject rule: I, you, they, we. Kalau pakai I, you, they, we, rule-nya itu do not add s or es to the verb. Jadi jangan tambahkan s atau es pada kata kerja. Example: we wear futsal shoes. Kami memakai sepatu futsal. Jadi jangan tambah es atau s lagi. Terus contoh keduanya, they dive into the pool. They dive into the pool. Jadi dia nggak ditambahin s atau es lagi nih. Mereka menyelam ke kolam. Subject rules. Subject rulesnya itu he, she, it. Rule-nya you must add s or es to the verb. Jadi kamu wajib harus menambahkan s atau es pada kata kerja. Example: Asep kicks the ball. Asep ini kata ganti orang ketiga. Jadi Asep kicks the ball. Jadi harus ditambahin s atau es. Jadi he swims very fast. He ini juga sama, kata ganti orang ketiga. Jadi ditambahin s. Itu dia berenang dengan sangat cepat. Spelling rules for es. When to use es. Jadi kapan sih kita pakai es ini gitu. If the verb ends in cx, sx, ss, x, and o. Jadi kalau kata kerja itu berakhiran dengan ch, sh, ss, x atau o. In sport examples like pass will become passes. He passes the ball to me. Dia memperbola pada saya. Jadi karena ini kata ganti orang ketiga, terus dia juga s, double s atau s belakangnya itu ditambahin menjadi ditambahin es. Jadi pass to passes, pass become passes. Untuk kedua, go become goes. She goes to the stadium. Ini karena kata ganti orang ketiga juga, jadi dia ditambahin es atau s, tapi karena dia berakhiran o, jadi ditambahin es. Jadi she goes to the stadium. Ya, pergi ke stadium. Spelling rules for y. Konsonan plus y, change y to I and add es. Jadi ubah y jadi i dan tambah es. Contohnya like try become tries. Vowel a, e, u, e, o plus y just add i, just add s. Jadi kalau misalnya sebelum y, sebelum huruf y itu ada a, i, u, e, o, itu cukup ditambahin s aja belakangnya. Like plays become plays. Jadi like play become plays. Karena ay, jadi dia ditambahin s aja nih, bukan plays tapi plays. Formula negatif atau rumus negatif: the pattern subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1. Important note: the verb goes back to original form, no s or es. Jadi kalau misalnya negatif itu kata kerjanya kembali ke bentuk asli atau tanpa s or es. Auxiliary: do ps does. Do used for I, you, they, we. Does used for he, she, it. Jadi kapan sih kita menggunakan do or does? Kalau do itu buat I, saya, kamu. Kalau misalnya does itu buat kata ganti orang ketiga, he, she, it. Example negative sentence in futsal like I do not or I don't touch the ball with hands. Saya tidak menyentuh bola dengan tangan. In swimming like he doesn't run near the pool. Dia tidak berlari di dekat kolam. Jadi dia tetap dia nggak ditambahin nih touches nih, harus sangat touches dia nggak, karena dia negatif. Interrogatif kalimatnya: the pattern do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark function to ask a question. Jadi untuk mengajukan pertanyaan. Example interrogative sentence. Question 1: do you like swimming? Jadi apakah kamu suka berenang? Kita tanya nih, jadi harus menggunakan do. Yes, I do. In question 2: does he score a goal? Apakah dia mencetak gol? Yes, he does. Jadi does and do itu buat nanya. Jadi di depannya harus ada do or does. Nominal sentence, kalimat nominal. Definition: sentence without action verb, we use to be. Jadi kalau kalimat tanpa kata kerja aksi atau tindakan itu kita pakai to be. Example: I am a goalkeeper. The water is cold. We are a team. Jadi ini hanya dia nggak ada kata kerja aksi atau tindakan nih, jadi dia cuman pakai kata ganti to be. Jadi dia menyatakan, jadi I am a goalkeeper, saya adalah kiper. Time signals atau keterangan waktu. So common words in simple present itu like every is every day or every week, always, usually, often, and never. Conclusion and closing, ya. Summary: simple present tense help us talk about our hobbies like futsal and swimming correctly. Okay, thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.